Welcome back everyone. Today we're looking at the BMW M2. So we want to model this car. I really want to turn this into a stylized model of a vehicle. So these videos will most likely they won't be full tutorials. They won't be explaining everything, but I'll explain as much as I can. But it's mostly just to provide a fun approach to modeling these vehicles and to bring in my envisionment to life. So the M2, this is not the first time we've been on the M2. Why do I say this? Because I made an M2 course some time ago and it's on our Gumroad. So that's our M2 car designing course, the exact same vehicle. And for the longest time, I've wanted to turn my vision of this vehicle into a stylized car, and that's what I want to do now. Instead of using the car that I've already used, pretty much using the same model, the same method as well to model this vehicle. Although I'm a lot better at modeling cars now, so maybe I can do a better job. And that's why I really want to, do this, because I'm like, yeah, I think I can do a better job. I think I can do a much better job. That's one. But also, I don't want to use this model to turn this into a stylized vehicle. I want to do it with a slightly different approach. If you want to model the full car, you can buy the course. But here's what I will say. You need to sign up for our Ferrari course that's coming early next year. These are the wait lists for my upcoming courses. The Land Rover course is on schedule to arrive this year, most likely December. But I will try to get it out sooner, but we'll see. But my most ambitious course is the sculpting course. So masterclass for head sculpting and a topology course. The sculpting course will arrive first, early next year, and then the topology course will arrive some months after. So sign up for these free waitlists and I will get your email and I will email you when they become available. Okay, so that's enough of that. How do I get my blueprints? Google Images, ladies and gents, Google Images. And I'm also using the configurator on the BMW website as a guide. And I'm using ArtStation images that I can find. This is not my work. This is Andre Lowe work. But it provides us a good reference to work with. I've also designed this car before, so I have a rough idea of what I'm doing. I've also got reference images, so I'm going to be using a combination of these to get the job done. And like I said, I wasn't happy with the first model I did of this vehicle, which is the main reason why I want to go over it again. The main part of this video, I want to work on the front end, so the hood, the face of the car, and the side. Let's get started on that. And one of the crucial areas to work on is obviously the rear. The rear end is not as easy as it looks. I've done this before, didn't look right. I want to do it again to get it perfect, because you can see how that wide body pills out. I tell you, that's not easy. And also there's a cut within the actual vehicle right there that if you don't get that right, it may look like crap, especially because we want to turn this car into a stylized vehicle. You can see that cut right there. It's all part of the side skirt. Wish me good luck. Let's get this thing going. Let's open up Blender. Let's get our blueprint set up. Start a new general file. Let's add these to a spare folder. And I'm going to hide this folder because I don't need it. And we are going to turn on screencast keys. I don't want to get any complaints that I haven't turned on screencast keys. And now this is how I'm going to line up my blueprint with the red line at the bottom right there. Let's go ahead and get my blueprints. I was hoping maybe I could try using this one. This is the newer M2. I don't want to use this one because they've changed the face of this vehicle and I don't like it. But you can also use this one, which is pretty much damn perfect. Yeah, I think we'll use this one right there. And I don't have to model this car for scale. I'm not modeling it for practical purposes. It's mostly to turn into a stylized cartoon-like car. So I really don't have to model it to scale. Let's go ahead and line up this this blueprint with the blue line that you can see right there. We want to click on the data property, turn on opacity, and turn down that opacity. Opacity is very strong, as you can see. And we're going to go to the side of the vehicle. We're going to get this lined up as well. We're going to line up the front right there, as you can see. Just push this forward slightly. Make sure that the wheels are touching that green line slightly. Once again, turn on data properties and turn down that opacity. Now we're looking at the rear of the vehicle. We want to line up the center right there. So let's get this lined up. As you can see, damn, it's bright. But just like that, we'll turn down the opacity as well. And now you may be wondering, how about the front of the vehicle? Well, already got that. So what we need next is obviously the roof. So let's go up top and we'll add the roof. May need to rotate this by 90 degrees on the z-axis to be specific. Okay, let's see. Let's line this up as well like that. And let's turn down this opacity once again. And we're going to save our file. So we're going to create a new file. Call this V2 for version 2. BMW M2 01. That's perfect. And save that right there. And I'm going to create a new increment because we're going to go ahead and start adding vertices. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our single vertex right there. We're going to start working on the roof right here. Let's start extruding some vertices. Add another one right there. Add another one right there. Okay, look at this from the front, and we'll need to move this up as well. You can see it naturally sort of pivots down like this. That's just how it naturally looks. Subdivide that by 2. And of course, we got to extrude once again for this area. Extrude right there. Extrude right there. Then we're going to carry this up like that. View this from the side. And this part is quite a little bit different. So move this up slightly. You can see the blueprint provides us with that nice line right there. This is the crease, by the way. That's the actual opening. So we're going to move these up as well like this. Move this one up right there. That's pretty good. Add a loop right there. Let's view how this one looks. Let's view how that one looks. Move this one back slightly. Okay, that's good. Now that's another crease right there on the hood. And you can see how this area of the hood, it bulges out. That just bulges out. It's just bold. It's just very, very bold. We're going to move this one in like this. Carry this one back slightly. And here's what we could do to create our crease. Yep, here's what we could do to create our crease right there. Wonder if we need to adjust these at all. Or do we need to carry these ones down at all? To be honest, I think the blueprint may need a little bit of adjustments like that. Not a whole lot. And then move these one up like this. That's a lot better. Now that looks good. Could move this one up as well slightly. Could move this one down slightly. We need to pivot this one like this. Let's see how it looks. Doesn't look that bad actually. Okay, anyway. We're going to duplicate these, carry them up. View this from the top. Carry them within like this. And you know what? Time for us to use active element. Scale this back like this. Hold on. No. Those are perfectly in line. So we're going to use those. Let's delete those ones right there. Let's carry this one right here. Okay, so those are perfectly in line. We just need to adjust them now like this. Hold on a minute. I just noticed these ones should be a little bit closer out there like that. That's perfect. We almost made a mistake right there. Let's delete those for now. Let's carry these one within. Carry these one within slightly like this. Carry these one out like that. Delete that vertex right there. Carry these one within like this. And I think we may actually just merge those. Merge those to last selected. Okay. And that should be easily fill right there. Something like this. That's good. We could duplicate these. Carry them up like this. Fill those areas. And fill those areas like that as well. But then need to adjust these as well from this angle. Oh yeah, let's carry those one within like this. May need to view this from the top as well, kind of like that. And we may need to adjust these ones like that. And we may need to lower those ones like this. That's a little bit better. Now I have no idea if this will make perfect sense. Like, we got to add our mirror modifier. We got to enable clipping, and we got to move the mirror modifier to the top of the modifiers list. I mean, that's a good start, but you never know. I'm going to duplicate these, and we're going to carry those in like this. I'm going to carry these ones forward like that, and I'm going to use active element like this. Then we can rotate this like that. Well, not too much, because the entire thing needs to move up like this. That's good. Carry this one down slightly. Let's take a look at this. Let's dissolve this vertex. Carry this one forward, carry it out like this, carry this one back like that, carry this one within like this, carry this one within like that. We'll adjust this one as well like this. Wonder if we should relax those. Maybe, maybe not. Let's just carry these one within like this, carry these one within like that, and let's save our work. And let's view this from the frontal area. Let's see. Okay, so these need to be curved, kind of like that. So rotate it slightly, carry it down like this, and view it from this area. But it doesn't look right, does it, if we do that? So I'm wondering if they need to be, just wondering if we should lower this slightly. Okay, that's a good start. Move this one up. This one I think definitely needs to be tilted down slightly. But what if we adjusted these on the x-axis? Doesn't work. So to be honest, it's more or less like they need to be adjusted like this on the, not on the x-axis, but on the z-axis, which gets a little bit confusing because you can see how high that one is. Although viewing it from this area, I don't know. It kind of, like these are kind of on the same level almost. You know what I mean? Like there's not too much difference. So we're not going to overthink that. Let's add a loop cut right around there. Let's fill this area. Let's fill this area. Let's join those. Let's connect those ones. That's good. Let's add a loop cut right there. Fill those areas and join those ones. Shade smooth. Can probably use matte cap around times like this. If you think you need the matte cap and we need to set normals like that. That's looking pretty good. Join those. Add some vertices and join those. Adjust this one slightly. Carry these ones back slightly. Carry this one forward slightly. Adjust this one like that. Well, actually, we ought to be careful right there. Wondering if we may have too much of these sometimes. So delete this one. Adjust those ones. Carry those ones forward slightly like this. Okay, we may need, gonna keep that the way it was. But right there, it feels like we need another vertex like this. At least that's how it feels. I hope it doesn't become too much. So the question is now, how do we close this up? I'm going to extrude these in like this. Carry them forward like that. Fill those areas like this. Add a loop right there. Join those. Add another one right there. Join those. And then we can add a crease right there. But then you can see that looks a little bit messy. Very, very messy. Like it has too many vertices. So we sort of have to get rid of some of this. Wonder if we should flatten this on the x-axis like this. Flatten these on the y-axis. Flatten these on the y-axis. And probably flatten these on the y-axis as well. And adjust these like that. Flatten these on the y-axis like this. Probably adjust these ones right there. I'll probably adjust those ones as well. Carry these one out like this. Because I'm trying to minimize the issue right there. I mean, that certainly looks a lot better. Let's just delete that for a moment. Probably relax those. So how are we looking for these ones? Not bad, a little bit better. And then add our loop right there. I mean, that's not too bad, to be honest. Now, believe it or not, it does have that bend right there. But I think it's a little bit more natural is the word I perhaps want to use. So carry this one down, carry this one up, Probably carry this one up as well. And obviously there is a crease around here, like that. What's going on here? Oh, I see. So we'll adjust this one like this, adjust this one like that. Probably space this out slightly. Spacing is very, very important. Flatten this on the x-axis, flatten this on the x-axis as well. There we go. Now these ones right here could separate slightly, like that. Just as it does around there. It's very sharp initially, but eventually it does, separate, I would say. I wonder if we can dissolve this. What would happen there if we just experimented? No, it doesn't work in my favor. But this is really good. This is an excellent start. And we may adjust it as it goes forward. Not too sure if I'm happy with this area, I must admit. We may have to adjust some of those like that. Dissolve this and add another loop. Probably add 2 around there. Separate those slightly. Some more distance in between them. That's good. I mean, that does look beautiful. Simple, beautiful. It's good. Next up, we want to start working on the front end, which is what I promised. So this is let the work begin for the front end. So for one, I want these vertices. Let's carry these ones forward slightly, really not too much. In fact, if we were to compare them, sort of feels like this entire thing should be brought forward slightly. Really not too much at all. And as for this group, carry it down slightly. We may also carry these ones down as well. May in fact adjust those ones, carry them down like this. And later we'll probably need another loop right there, but we're not quite there yet, so I won't worry about that too much. Just want to focus on this area. Okay, let's extrude some vertices. Well, actually, let's just duplicate, carry them out. Carry these one out as well. Dissolve this one. We don't need those. And as for those ones, we just carry them down like this. Probably flatten them on the z-axis. Carry them up slightly. Okay, good. And we can view this from the side as well. Let's add a circle around this area. Turn down the vertices to around 16. Align to the view. Subdivide by 2. Tab in. Scale this down. And this will be right there. Right around here. Let's carry it down slightly. Carry it back slightly. There we go. We'll adjust it slightly like this. Let's see, delete those vertices right there. Carry those ones back slightly like this. Let's view this from the front and let's carry this one out like that. Rotate this on the y-axis like this. Carry this within like that. View this from the top like this. And obviously we got these ones as well. Why didn't I have those ones? Duplicate these naturally. P to separate. Join those ones. Ah, I see. We need to join these first. Then we can join those ones. And delete this. Now as for these ones, we'll carry them down slightly. Really not too much actually. Okay. As for these ones right here, we'll duplicate those. Carry those down as well. Extrude those ones right there. Now these will be the crease, as you can see right there. Probably rotate this in slightly, like that. Carry this one back like this. Probably flatten this, like that. And rotate this again, like this. There is a slight curvature, but like look at that curvature throughout the video. Getting that has been difficult, but because we're working on a stylized version of this car, I'm not too worried about the normal shape of the vehicle. It's what happens when we want to scale it down to our stylized vehicle. That's where the questions begin. Let's duplicate these vertices, carrying them back like this, flatten them on the y-axis, and fill those areas like that. Carry these ones right there. Extrude some more vertices like this. And we'll adjust these ones like this. And I'll also merge these at last. Excellent question. Excellent idea. Let's fill those areas right there. Fill those ones. Well, actually, fill these ones, I should think. Fill those ones. Honestly, this area, thinking about just merging these, at least for now. Filling those areas like this, and then joining those. Shade smooth. Now, if we want to, a little bit later, we can always work on that even more. Let's see. As for these, flatten these on the z-axis, rotate this on the x-axis, and fill those areas, adjust those ones as well, and fill those areas as well. Now, do you see that right there? Yeah, the crease. The crease, like, it comes through right around there. Obviously, slightly starts to disappear, but it's more like that. Carry this one out as well. Carry these one out as well. Carry those one out as well. Carry these one out as well. And carry these one within as well. Carry this one up like this. Carry this one up like that. That's pretty good. And obviously, eventually, we can start extruding vertices like this. And like that. And then adjusting these ones as well like this. Adjusting those ones like that. Adjusting all of these like this. Adding a loop cut right there. Carry them out like that. Carry these one out like this as well. And carry these ones down like that. And saving this. I would duplicate these, carry them down. Well, actually, let's duplicate those ones, carry them down. Carry down these ones as well. Extrude another vertex right there. Extrude another vertex right there. Extrude one right there and extrude one right there. Add another one right there. Add another one right there. Add another one right there. Not sure if this will amount to much eventually, but these are very important. They need to be a little bit further out there like that. Probably rotate them within like this and adjust them like that. Adjust those ones as well like this and adjust those ones like that. Flatten these ones on the y-axis and adjust these as well like this. You can always dissolve this area and add another one if you'd like without an issue. You can always adjust those ones as well like this. And as for these ones, those need to be higher up like this. Not too sure what happened there. Let's carry those ones down, carry these ones down, carry these ones down as well. Let's fill those areas like this. Shade smooth. Can always change the matte cap if we want something that's sometimes a little bit easier on the eyes. Now this area can be a little bit difficult sometimes. I don't want to worry too much about the larger details. As I said, this is supposed to be, a stylized vehicle. So I really don't want to worry too much on the details just yet. Some of the details are necessary, but there's other parts of the details where you gotta be a bit more patient with. Now, as for this area, and the badge has its own detailing naturally. So this area right here, you can start thinking about this area actually. Yeah. Duplicate this, carry this down, probably carry it forward slightly. I wonder if we need to carry it out like this. Carry this one out as well like that. Probably carry this area out like this. Probably add a loop right there. Select this. Wonder if we need to adjust this in like that. Yeah, that's interesting. And probably adjust this like this. Yeah. Like I said, like I've done most of this before, so some of it is familiar. Now as for this one, we'll carry it down. Carry it in like there. I'm gonna extrude another one right there. Extrude another one right there. Extrude one right there. Extrude one right there. And extrude one right here. Now this is apparently where it would start, like this. I would say merge this at last, like that. Add a loop cut right there. Carry these one out like this. Flatten this on the x-axis like that. Flatten this on the z-axis. Carry this down. Add another loop right there. And as for this one, I'm gonna adjust this one right there. Add another loop right there. Carry this one up. Carry this one up as well. Add another loop right there. And it will surely get that BMW effect. Ah, that's looking a bit more like it. But then we completely forgot to adjust everything on the y-axis, of course. Now, truth to be told, we can always dissolve these ones temporarily. Can come back to them later. And obviously, as you can see, those ones right here, they need to be a bit more like that, I would think. And if we're looking at the front of the vehicle, this is what it tends to look like. This area sort of pivots out. I wonder if we ought to rotate it like this slightly. So it looks like we may have to just rotate it on the z-axis like this and edge it forward slightly. Do we carry it up like that? Not entirely, but that is a lot better. So this is still relatively flat, as you can see. It's just these ones that are a bit more pivoted forward. I would also say pivot these ones forward as well. I'm going to need a loop around there. Just flatten these on the x-axis like this. Flatten these on the y-axis like this. Carry this one back. Carry this one back. Adjust those ones like this. Carry this one back. Carry this one back like that. And I wonder if we ought to just adjust these ones as well like this. Adjust those ones like that. Probably adjust these ones like this. I wonder if we ought to adjust those ones as well like this. The thing that leaves it looking a little bit off is because there's a vertex right there, and this does not have the same. So we sort of have to improvise. And as for these ones, they need to be a little bit higher up like that. And as for those ones, they need to be further back like this. Similar with these ones right here, further back like that. And these ones right here need to be further forward like this. Well, not too much forward. These ones can be a little bit back like this. Flatten these on the y-axis once again. Save your work right there. And slowly but surely, it's looking like the BMW we want it to look like. And if this area, tends to be that, it's a little bit too high, we can always shrink it back down slightly. Just not too much, okay? Similar thing right here. These ones may be a little bit too low. We can raise these ones back up like this. Carry this one down slightly. Kind of like that. And obviously these ones will need to be connected like this, because this entire thing feeds into each other. So understand it inserts as well. So the blueprint is a little bit misleading right here because this folds underneath, as you can see with the opening right there. But I remember this area can be very, very misleading. Yeah, this area can be very, very misleading because reason that is because you have the air inlet, but above that is this really radical design. That's the air inlet, but this area is actually way more advanced. So we gotta sort of check the work again. You can see right there where this loop starts, where it ends around here, almost like halfway within. So this need to be further back like this. This need to be a little bit more forward like that. Probably add another one right there. Carry this within like this. Kind of like that. Pay attention as well to how it lines up with the light unit. So it's not on the blueprint everywhere. It's on this area. It's not on the sides. Doesn't give you an indication, and it certainly isn't on the top blueprint either. So you can see this is where it meets right there, but once it goes further below, it goes further within. Okay, So this kind of needs to be like that. This kind of needs to be like this. So these ones need to be within like this. These ones need to be right there like that. Notice right here, this area needs to be rotated like this. Carry this area out. Dissolve this area like this. Add a loop cut right there. Like I said, this is where it meets. But you see this right here? That's a thing. That's a good point. That's this area. Yeah, that's that area. And this follows it, kind of. Let's carry this out a bit more like this. Dissolve this one and add another one right there. Carry this around like that. I just want to get this straight because this is very, very at an angle. Kind of like that. Like the angle right there is way more aggressive. Even though from this area it doesn't look that aggressive, but from this area it's way more aggressive. I'm gonna flatten this on the y-axis. I wanna carry this one up. Dissolve these ones right here. Okay, so from the front it's higher up. That's fair. But from the sides it's very straight. But from the front as well, it doesn't look like it's higher up. It looks like this. Obviously there's a pivot right there, but that's about it. Like there's a pivot right there, but I'm telling you, I can raise it probably a little bit, but can't raise it too much. So it's a combination of looking at the blueprints but also ignoring the blueprints. It's almost as if you have to know when to ignore the blueprint. So that all folds underneath, and that's okay. This all goes like that. I'm gonna duplicate these and carry them down, flatten these on the z-axis. Look at this from the front like that. Rotate this on the x. Carry this up. Extrude this down like this. Carry this out like that. Extrude this down like this. Fill those areas. Flatten this right there. Let's carry these ones back like that. Let's carry these ones forward like this, slightly. And we need to bezel this like that. I would bezel these like this as well. As you can see, it's not just me. These are all bezeled, but just that this one is quite obvious, but these ones are very subtle. Like these bezels are barely noticeable. And that's what we want. Barely noticeable, but nonetheless, they are there. Let's carry this one out like this. Okay. Let's save our document and let's create a new increment, shall we? Okay, shall we scale this up slightly? Carry it across. Just pay attention to it once again. Carry it forwards like this. Okay. Extrude this. Scale it down. Extrude this. Scale it down once again. But now needs to be moved within like this. And adjust it like that. Adjust this like that. Perhaps use active element. Scale this up right there. And set all like that. Let's have put some vertices around there. Put some vertices around here as well. Okay, looking good. How does that look from the side? It goes all the way down. In fact, it's like it goes underneath. And it connects with that bezel right there. Very interesting. So we can carry this all the way down, essentially. We need to do this area as well. So extrude this. Scale this down on median point. Scale it down a bit more. Extrude again. Scale this down. Use active element. Carry this up. Have this there. Have this there. Have this like this. And carry this within like that. Shade smooth right there. And this sort of edges in. That is so weird. It's almost like it's extruded in like this. And then connected like that. And then add a loop cut within there like this. But it goes all the way down. This area. Oh yeah, goes a lot further down. How about this area? Well, not so much, but this one goes all the way down like this. So dissolve this edge, add a loop right there, carry this one down, add a loop right there. Let's dissolve this area right here. And let's add some loops around these areas right here. And let's add some loops around this area right there. Probably add another loop right there as well. That's pretty good. I think that looks better. As for this area, extrude this down, flatten this on the z-axis, extrude this down, flatten this on the z-axis as well, and fill this area as well like that. Flatten this on the z-axis as well, although this right here may be unnecessary, especially for now. This area, on the other hand, just curves within, so that's perfect. But we may want to work our way from up top. I'd say merge this one at last, carry this one right here, merge at last once again, merge at last. Okay, very interesting. Merge this one at last, or should it be more like that and merge at last right there? Probably merge at last right here. Extrude this one within like this. Okay, that's good. But how does it look right there? Not the same, is it? It's a bit more like that. Almost like these ones are supposed to be a bit more flat like this. And carry these one within right there. Carry these ones down. And carry these ones down as well. I'd say adjust these ones right there like this. Carry these ones down like that. And flatten these ones like this. Carry those ones down right there. Adjust this one right there like this. And adjust this one right there like that. And adjust this one right there like this. Hold on a minute. Do you see that right there? That right there should be this. And I'd say adjust this one as well like this. That's a lot better. Dissolve this area like there. Should we dissolve this one as well like this? Well, want to be careful with that. Or should we join those right there? Now that would look too sharp. But if we dissolve it, then keeps majority of what we have, and we can always put a bezel right there. But if we do that, do we need to get rid of this? Or do we need to get rid of that? That doesn't work. Does this work? That one would work a little bit too well. Or do we just need to put that right there? Or do we just need to adjust this like this? But that right there, that entire profile right there, shouldn't be adjusted too much. But that's just it. This thing goes all the way around, doesn't it? So if we get rid of that, we'd have to scale this down on median point, add some more loop cuts around there like this, which surprisingly doesn't leave it looking too bad actually. Now the question becomes, do we remove the clipping temporarily so that we can do this, open up this area essentially, merge this one at last, adjust this one as well like this, and adjust this one like that, adjust this one like this, adjust this one like that, maybe carry this one within like that. Oh yeah. And I hope that's not too much. Sort of falls into place right there with the logo. So now, just got to decide where this needs to go. Probably adjust it right there like this. And adjust this one like that. That's not bad. And then we're going to extrude this one down like this. Use active elements, scale this one up. Scale this one back like this. Scale it up slightly. Ah, that's good. And fill those areas like this. Should we fill these areas as well like this? Add a loop cut right that. Well, not too sure yet, but we'll join those. Might as well join those as well. And adjust them slightly. Join these ones as well. Okay, not bad, not bad. But I must admit, probably moving these up a little bit would do us some good. Similar thing right there. we can actually flatten this on active element like that. So flatten it on active element like this. Flatten this one on active element like that. Right there as well. And now this leaves us with this crucial area. Oh yeah. Add a loop cut right there. Join those. Does that make any sense? Okay, let's dissolve that for a moment. And now with the crucial part of carrying these forward so they're at least somewhat aligned. Or should we... If I got rid of that, then it would look a lot better right there. But of course, this needs to be pivoted out like this. And probably adjust those ones right there like this. Now, crucially, this crease actually follows it around. So this crease right here actually follows it around like that. But, crucially, doesn't go all the way around now, does it? Kind of hard to describe. To a point that I almost don't know how to describe that area. But I do know I'm going to dissolve this, however briefly. And as for these ones, we can always raise those ones slightly if we have to. I can also dissolve these vertices right here and edge these one out slightly. Add a loop cut right there and add another loop cut right there. But of course, these will look different once they edge in like that, which they do need to a certain extent. Oh, that's interesting. Why isn't this one connected to anything? Join those, and join those, and join those. That's a little bit better. Oh, that's a lot better. That is a lot better. Look at that. We can put that there and have very little problem. Based on how it looks, we don't even need that crease. How about this one? Like, we kind of need a crease within there, but how exactly is that done properly? Ooh, perhaps right there. So instead of having this right here, put one right there, put another one right there, so basically two. But should there be two? This one is a lot more, yeah, need to adjust these ones, as in carrying them forward like this, scaling them like that, scale this one back like this, almost like that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's an accomplishment right there. That alone is the course. Not a course, but you get my point. Just interesting to note if we should adjust these ones like this. Not sure. I mean, it's okay the way it is right now. Tell you what I want to do. I want to add a circle. Align to view. 12 vertices. Tab in. Scale this puppy down. Move it into the BMW badge. Scale it down even more. Look at it from the front view. Carry this puppy up. Rotate it like that on the z-axis. Rotate it a bit more on the z-axis. Scale it out. That's what I'm talking about. Scale it up. Carry it forward. Okay, now we're talking. Carry this one down like this. Carry this one up like that. Let's go back to medium point. Extrude in. Scale in. Extrude in like this. Carry this one up and fill. Can then subdivide and add a loop right there if we wanted to. Shade smooth. Probably carry this one down a little bit more. Extrude again. Scale within. Scale up. Scale like this. Add one right there. I think that's a bit more like it. What do you all think? Can always scale it up a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute. Wait one goddamn minute. What's happened there? I mean, it is our fault, but yeah, need to adjust this like that. I wanted it to be more like this, truth to be told. And then if we want, we can rotate it. But truthfully, wanted that to be optional, kind of like this, but a little bit more balanced, like that. You know what? Set all transform, delete this side, mirror modifier, move the mirror modifier to the top, and enable clipping. What the hell is wrong right there? Is it not fill? Okay. Now it is. That's as perfect can be. I promise you that much. I promise you that much. Now, I don't want to adjust it too much and then, you know, go from bad to worse. But that's okay. That'll work. We just don't want to get ahead of ourselves, you know? We don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much. Ooh, I tell you. But I mean, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Now I'm thinking about the pain of going through the editing. This will be interesting. Let's just put it that way. We're gonna extrude some of these, flatten these right there, carry them down, and fill this area. Well, flatten them once again, please. Now I'm thinking, should we join this, right? So let's create a new increment. Join, merge. Should we carry one right there? Not necessarily. Perhaps around there. Flatten this right here. Fill this area. There is like a bezel right there. Well, it's not a bezel, but there is a line right there. So let's duplicate this right here. Let's just, I think it's sort of pivoted out. Or is it just, it's just pushed out slightly like this. And really this will just help us to bring things together. Let's add one right there. How about this one right here? Let's carry this one out like this. Flatten this on the z-axis, rotate this, or, hear me out, could just move these ones down like that. That's more like it. That's what I'm thinking. Fill these areas, fill those areas, fill those areas. Like a jigsaw puzzle, it comes together. Now, don't worry about this area too much. We can just use active element and carry this up. And then it's extruded in like this with another vertex right there. Oof, oh my goodness. Pinch me. So considering that the last time I worked on this car, it was last year. Almost around the same time. Should we dissolve this? Does it make a difference? I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm also curious just how this would look if we just pitch it forward slightly like that. Okay, maybe not. Dissolve this area like this. Carry this area forward like this. Perhaps we'll try again. But perhaps not too crazy, huh? Now let's go on here. Let's move this forward slightly. Carry this within like this. Let's see if we want to fill these ones right. That's perfect. That is damn near perfect. Similar thing right there. Carry this within a bit more. Merge at last. That's also perfect. Add another one right there. Move these one up. Fill those areas right there. Fill these areas right here. And extrude these areas right there. And fill those areas right there as well. Let's flatten this on the z-axis. Extrude this that way. And extrude this down right there. Bezel that like this. Now, as for these ones, that's a good question. Oh yes, they're actually almost in line. I think these ones may need to be even further within. Crazy as that is. Crazy as it sounds. Let's carry these ones down. Anyway, extrude this way. Carry this one back like this. But of course, this goes underneath. Oh yeah. It goes underneath to pretty much meet this area right here. Merge at last. Bezel. Well, actually, do we need that right there? Do we need a bezel right there? Well, we maybe do. Maybe do for one. even though this area looks relatively flat, but it's actually not. Interestingly enough, let's fill those areas, fill these areas, fill those areas, let's fill these areas as well, fill those areas, and fill these areas as well. Dissolve this vertex right there. Okay, and look at that beauty. How you like me now? Okay, so good news is that I hope that this is the hardest part of the vehicle. If I remember correctly, it kind of is, and then there's this area. This area is very, very impossible to get proper or to get it right. But the rear end as well. You see these rear things right here? Whatever the hell they are. Yeah. But I'm okay with that because this car is we're going to turn it into a stylized car. So the large version of this vehicle that I'm working on is a completely different personal project. Like if you've watched Tokyo Drift, this is my Mona Lisa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm that old. I am that old. Where Tokyo Drift is my movie. You damn right. Let's fill this area. Probably go right there as well. Although we may not need that yet. Yeah, let's not overcomplicate it just yet. Alright, how about these areas right now? I'm gonna fill those areas right there. I'm gonna fill these areas. Speaking of cars, this is sort of car related. It's more of a game. It's not more of a game, it is a game. Who's excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? Oh yeah. That should get the comments going crazy. Not that the video need any more engagement. Got all the engagement we need. But yeah, who's ready for Grand Theft Auto 6? I am ready, but also I wanted it to be delayed because of my personal circumstances. So, very selfishly, if you might add. Ooh, look at that. That's not supposed to be there now, is it? Don't get me wrong, like, some parts of this is supposed to be there, but not the entire thing. Okay, let's add one right there. Let's add one right there. Join those, adjust these ones. Okay. And I would then say join those ones as well. And just like that. What the hell do we do with this area? Join it last? It's a brilliant idea, isn't it? Join those ones? Oh no. Dissolve this one. Join those ones. And how about we shade smooth this area? Join it last. Dissolve that group right there. Join it last. Okay, something went wrong right there. I mean, what I'm trying to do is just dissolve this right here. Then join this one at last, like that. Then add a separate group right there. I mean, technically this does work. Carry these ones within like this. And let's adjust those ones right there, like that. I think. And carry these ones down right around there. In fact, flatten this on the y-axis. Let's carry this within like that. Personally think these ones may need to be adjusted slightly. Maybe a little bit like this. Maybe join those ones right there like this. Or better yet, join those ones right there like that. Flatten these ones on the y-axis. Ooh, my mouse has stopped working. In a time like this. Okay, good work. Good work. Good work. Let's adjust those ones right there. Because we're about to merge these ones right here. Now before we do this, we're going to extrude this using active element. Extrude them down, extrude them back like that. That's good. Gonna carry them out slightly. Select all, Shift N. Shade smooth, that's good. Okay, now this line is crucial. But before that, I'm gonna adjust these ones down like this. There's a line right here. Like right there. See how it just folds over? Obviously you can't see it, but there is one. And here's what we're gonna do. Duplicate these, carry them down, and it lives around there. Fill these ones. Whoops. Carry these one out like this. Rotate this on the z-axis. Well, actually, flatten this on the x-axis first. Carry this one forward like that. Well, leave it right there for now. Carry this one across like this. Yeah, so this one kind of edges in like this. Like, imagine if we were to, scale this one out like this. Use active element. Scale it back like this, scale it up like this, and then carry this one within like that. That's kind of like what's going on right there. So we're going to use active element, scale it out like that. That's good. And we're going to delete these ones. Merge at last. That's good. Fill this area. I'm going to merge at last. And we're also going to fill this area. Try again, merge at last this area. Fill this area right here. How about these ones right there? Yep, I think merge at last as well. We can always adjust these ones like that, but we don't need to do that just yet. We'll probably carry these ones back like this. Should we flatten this on these z-axes? Probably. And now, should we adjust these ones like this? Well, I'd say flatten this one at last. It's like something like that, if I'm being honest, but at the same time a little bit different. Add a loop cut right there. We're going to extrude this right here, flatten this on the y-axis, adjust them right there, and adjust this one right here. And fill this area right here. Well, actually, how about we carry this one up like that. Fill this area right here. Fill that area right there. Adjust those ones like this. And dissolve this area right there. Okay, this may seem weird in the weirdest way possible, but now this area is the widest area, and then it edges in. So this area is the widest area. Just keep that in mind. So sort of like flatten this on the axes. Then we're gonna carry this area in like this, and carry those one in as well like that. Now it's like, might as well we do this with these ones as well. Yep, as you can see right there, that edges in as well like that. Although, even though it does that, right there, it doesn't edges in. So it's like, yeah, actually, you know what? Leave those how they are for now. Because obviously there's some things that the blueprint doesn't share. That's just how life is. Not everything is free. I'm sorry. Is the truth. Fill these areas. Fill those areas right there. Hold on a minute. You see, before I adjust anything, I like to make sure that, it will look right on the other side as well. Like these ones right here. Fill those areas right there. Just like that. And carry this one up like this. It's kind of like that. It's not the complete project. That's not complete. What happened to my mirror modifier? We may have to carry these one up like this. Similar thing right here. Similar thing right there. Now as for these ones right here, they should be a little bit more prominent. Adjust these ones right there. Adjust these ones right there. And adjust those ones right there. Let's see. Let's add some loop cuts right around there. Probably dissolve this one for now. Keep it simplified. Let's merge those. Fill those areas right there. Fill this area right here. Y'all are jokers. I don't have time for this. Let's fill those areas right there. Let's fill those areas right there. And we'll fill this area right here. Fill those areas right there. And we will join this as well. Probably carry this one up like this. Gotta pay attention to this area. There is a smooth transition right here. We may dissolve this edge right here just to keep it simplistic. Flatten this one. May join those. And we may have to relax this one. Keep on relaxing it until we're satisfied. Dissolve this edge right there. Join those ones right there. I will relax this one as well right there. And I'll relax this one as well right there. Adjust this one right here. Dissolve that one right there. And one of these are unnecessary. Dissolve this one right here. Dissolve that one right there. And adjust this one right here. Use an active element. Flatten this one right there. Rotate this on the Y. Not too much, but just a little bit. Like this. So it's at an angle. Adjust this one as well. Relax this one. Relax that one. And relax this one as well. Let's extrude this one within like this. Add another loop cut right there. Add another loop cut down there. That's pretty good. And I think that's about it. Only took us almost 2 hours. Now I'll edit the video down to around an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes. But that is good work. That's a good start. Like I said, I wanted to redesign this vehicle for quite some time, but do a better job second time around. This is a personal little project, you know. This is a personal little project, but it is wonderful. So good start so far. Real good start so far. And it's simplistic, you know, just how I like things. I think there could be a circle around here, but we'll see. I think one last area that I may is just extrude some vertices in like this. Probably use active element. That's a good choice. Scale this in slightly. Scale it up slightly like that. Now we need to fix up this area. You can see this has been missing for quite some time, which leaves our topology looking a little bit hollow. I think that's the right word. Separate this one slightly. Now my question is, do we have this area correct? It's a bit more flat. It's very flat. This is more of just a preference, I'd say, in terms of the design choice, but it's very sharp and it's very flat, kind of like this. While with our version, we sort of given it a little bit more of an identity, you know? But I think that's a good choice. Okay. Yeah, very good start to our M2 course. So thank you for watching so far. Create a new increment. And that's it for this portion of the car making tutorial. Let's adjust this one slightly like this. Let's carry this one back slightly like this. How ironic, on the actual vehicle, this group of vertices is damn near like this. But, you know, if it doesn't look good on my model, I'm not trying to push my luck, you know, if it doesn't look good on my model. I'd rather having it a little bit like that. Yeah, that's good. But it's up to you how you want it. But it is definitely like slanted somewhat. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Remember to sign up for the courses, the upcoming courses. The wait lists are free. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.